Alrighty, well, we're back home here, mapping out my line for Thanksgiving today. I'll probably be working today and tomorrow on that line here. So this is my first stop last year on this line. You guys can see we got a bunch of rain the last couple days, and in the fresh mud you can already see how many coon are going through here. They're coming through here, going up to the corn over there. There might be another trail even up here. This is a really good spot every year for me. They just kind of walk all over the place. This is more of a deer trail, but I actually caught my first ever bobcat underneath this bridge. I had to let it go, but yeah, looks good. Let's keep rolling. Here's one of my really good spots every other year when there's corn on the other side of the road. Now you can see the trail coming down here. It angles over up into this overgrown fence row here. There's a creek down there. And then, as I said before, there's corn behind me, so good spot for a DP here. Might actually throw two in here, I'm not sure yet, but looks good so far, guys. I'll actually show you guys where they're coming through there. That's where they're going through the fence, so pretty good spot. This has always been a good spot for me every year. The trail coming down here, and then you can see where they're going up through the fence there. Fence running perpendicular to the road. The other side always looks a lot better. There's an old abandoned house over here that a lot of these coon are living in, but you guys can see this trail here coming down where they're crossing over there. So probably put a DP on each side of the road here. I feel like they're more concentrated on this trail, but the other one's still pretty good to catch a couple on too. So we'll probably put one on each side, and we'll be getting moving down the road. I believe this is location 33 or something like that for this line, so we're moving right along. Aha! The stuff that I've trapped forever now. I noticed just this little faint trail. It doesn't look very good right now, but it'll come along. But I found a culvert that I've probably driven by for 5 years going to corn over there. So we found them now. They're gonna have a rude awakening this year. There's gonna be a DP here waiting for them. Well, we got us a location I haven't trapped. Well, I didn't trap it last year, so I guess this would be the second year I'm coming around because there's corn all around it. But big culvert. And there's always this trail that's hidden. If you look at this, you can't see any trails. But if you get down here, there's a beat down mud path going down there. So good spot for two DPs. There's a little bit of timber on both sides too, so it's always good for a pair of DPs every other year. All right, guys, we've been mapping hard here. I haven't been filming hardly anything at all. I've just been cruising right along, but that infamous timber to timber trail with buildings on both sides that I think I caught a double on almost every day last year in Thanksgiving breaks, looking good again this year for sure. So mark it down for a pair of DPs again. I think we're over 160 locations now on this line, so it's already a lot bigger than it was last year, which is good. So we'll be moving on down the road. Wow, for once the county actually helped me out. This used to be a brushy son of a gun to get down to. You guys can see that culvert down there. It used to be terrible to get down to. And they cleaned it all out, so now I can just walk down there all nice and catch my coon as per usual. So I think that's the only time I'm ever going to benefit from work that they're doing in the ditch, but I appreciate it, I guess. Well, you guys think there's some coon going through here? Holy smokes. Gonna have to load this one up. I don't even want to go all the way down there, but if you guys wow, that's impressive. Another great spot. Alrighty, good morning. On the last day of mapping here as far as dryland stuff goes. This is a trail that I've always missed. I've actually never scouted out this late season line. I've always just kind of got home and ran with it, but you guys can see this trail. Man, oh man, it's a good one. So probably good enough for a pair of DPs, I'd say. This is a spot I always missed. I've always looked for a trail crossing in the low spot in here, and there's never one in there because they're crossing right here. So good to know. Definitely good for a pair of DPs. So always worth going out and looking, guys. I can't stress the importance of that, especially just if you have enough time just to slow down and really find those trails. You'll never find them all, but you can always pick up a couple more every year, it seems like, for me anyway. So another good one. Oh no, guys, we lost one. Big coon too. But I bet we got some more trails coming along here. Might have actually been one back there. Let's go give her a look. We got a big cornfield over here. I'm driving along a timber edge right now, so it's a pretty darn good stretch. I'm gonna maybe go deer trail on that one. We'll check it out. There was a trail behind that coon that I got marked already. Now they're just crossing over here. Oh, this could be coon. I think the majority of it might be deer. We'll see what the other side looks like. I'm gonna say that's probably deer, guys. You can see the difference, how wide it is. And there's no brush growing over top of it. So probably a deer trail, but there's another trail back there we already got marked, so still a good spot. Here's the main coon trail along this stretch. I could see it from the road back there. Coming down through here. Coming down, there's a little culvert in there, and then they're going to the corn. So, man, oh man, that's a good spot. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find the other side on this or not. There's a gateway over there, and this is kind of just some mowed off junk in the ditch. But it actually looks like they're probably crossing on this log. So, you guys can see that log's all tore up. I bet that's from years of them running on it. Interesting. Well, that's a wrap for mapping dry land stuff. I still got to map my water line I'm going to be running, but ended up at 842 locations. That's 3 different lines. It's not one. It is not one. But the first one is 323 locations, second one's 277, and the third one's 242. So hopefully you guys are ready to watch some coon trapping, because it's going to be coming, and there's going to hopefully be a lot of coon getting caught if the weather holds out for us. So anyways, y'all, this is kind of a hodgepodge of just the rest of my dry land mapping for the year, but I figured you guys didn't want to see too many trails every single day. It was a lot of work, but putting in all this work now is going to have me very ahead of the game come November and December. So anyways, y'all, thanks for watching, and we'll be on to mapping the water line on Thursday.